It's inspiring for us, as for anyone, I guess. For all the cases that you see that you're exposed to, like all the creativity of all the the cases that are collected, and in sort of in 1 week you're exposed to so many different ideas and so many different kind of productions. But not only the cases, I guess the people that you meet, of course, is also very inspiring. And the fact that you have so many people from outside France that are here for a week, that give you just another window on the world and on the media world. And specifically for us, we're very inspired by what we're seeing, from the US. US publishers that are either like fully digital or even traditional publishers that are moving into the digital area. They're very inspiring. And also all the newcomers, that don't come from the traditional media, but that are inventing a new way of providing content, like Now This or Business Insider, the Skim, Who, What, Where, like all these new players. They're not all here, but a lot of new media are here, and the way they conceive media, the way they actually conceive content, and how content influences users and consumers, that's very inspiring for us. No, we believe in brands. Like, we believe in the power of brands and how brands have a strong influence over their users, their friends, their followers. But the brand doesn't live just by itself. The brand is a whole universe, like a whole world around it. And we believe that the engagement that a brand has with its user, its power. It's a direct relationship that you have with your consumers, the influence, the trust that they have with you. So we want to build our brands around our sort of top brands like Au Féminin, Marmiton, My Little Paris. But what we're interested in is to create smaller micro communities. Like within Au Féminin, we create like Au Féminin Health, or Au Féminin Moms, or Au Féminin Food, for example. Within Marmiton, we'll create Marmiton Food Detox, or Marmiton like Food from the Future, like this kind of sort of verticals that will allow to gather smaller communities that eventually build an even bigger brand and an even bigger community. So we believe that to create engagement, you need to be very specific, you need to be very authentic, you need to find, of course, the right insights, and not just to create and push content. We're not creating and pushing content, we're trying to engage with the users. And our engagement rates are amazingly high, like around 10%. On Facebook, for example, same on Instagram, we're on Snapchat, it's very strong on Pinterest as well, Twitter as well. So it's key for us to invest all the different touch points of our own brands and create a relationship specifically within each of our community. So data is at all steps. Like before content production, we test a lot, we try a lot, and we analyze a lot. Like everything we're doing is documented. Like if you take a specific theme, for example, if you take marriage, for example, like we will try videos, infographics, quotes, interviews, real stories, emotional news around wedding, and then we will gather information as to what performs, what doesn't perform, what you can do, how far can you go. How can you be like humoristic, or do you need to be fun or not fun, or emotional, not emotional? And so we will gather information on all of this, like create data knowledge of the performance of the content. So it's not only collecting data about users, but it's essentially collecting data about content and content performance. And this is driving our editorial strategy in order to sort of be the most, the stronger, to have the most performing content. And video is everywhere. Like video, we produce a lot of videos. We produce across our European brands. We produce approximately between 50 and 70 videos per day that we then distribute around Europe. So it's huge. We've moved from 5 million video views on Facebook a year ago to 250 million video views on Facebook today. So it's huge. Like video is everywhere because that's what users want, and that's also an amazing form of content creation. So we love it for its creativity, and our users love it because it's so entertaining. Thank you very much.